Hello. All right. Oh, for the love of God. Why am I having issues? Oh, alrighty, guys. So we're gonna do the week ahead tarot reading. I know it's been a hot minute since I have been on. There has been a lot going on. To include, my son was in the hospital for a week, so we are now in the clear of that. And yeah, so anywho's, oh good God, my hair is just piling up on the back. I have a hood back here, and it's irritating the shize out of me. All of a sudden, it wasn't before. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and do the weekly tarot read, even though it's like Tuesday, but and it's good for whenever you find it. All right, guys. Friendly reminder: you're a sovereign being of your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any messages might apply. So whatever you do, you don't Cinderella shit to make it fit. Okay, fantastic. I got a wild hair at my butt and was like, I'm gonna try and find a song. And the song that came up, like I went through it 3 times, right? Like you restart it 3 times to see what song it brings up, and it was Beastie Boys, "Fight for Your Right to Party." I was like, whoa, what are we gonna get to today? So, I don't know if it's gonna pertain to anything, but let's see. Okay, alrighty. Hold on just a second. So it, because the energy is a little weird. Um, there's a level of like in the heart, but it also feels like, I know this sounds really stupid, but it feels like there's a boulder in my way, but like a boulder of energy. Like there's nothing visible, nothing, no visible obstruction, but it feels like a boulder. Okay. Okay. We're going to do Night Sun Tarot. And I know this is usually later. I used to do early mornings. And a lot of people can get it on then, because of the time zone differences and whatnot. There's something that's already flipped, and I don't know what it is. Fire saving matches. 5 of Cups. In this particular 5 of Cups, we've got the 3 cups already stacked up. So instead of sitting there and obsessing and watching and contemplating and feeling sorry for oneself, and it's like, how people are like, look at how horrible my life is, and the lament over all the things that are wrong. That's the idea of staring at the 3 cups that are spilled, right? It's kind of like wallowing in it and almost putting a show on for it a little bit. Like, woe is me a bit. But when you take the 3 cups and you put them back upright, you put them up on the shelf, meaning like they're out of sight, out of mind, no longer a distraction. You've dealt with them because they're in the upright position instead of falling over. There is no lamenting over it. There is only the 2 cups that you have recognized and seen. You've picked them up, and it's almost as if this individual is looking which way to go. Like you've got 2 cups, and it's like they're about to go that direction, right? So this is the way that it looks. So somebody's about to take off. Okay, they're bringing me back to the boulder of energy. It's almost waiting for the green light, like he's in the ready. He's in the ready. He's about to take off, but like it's a cross between waiting for a green light and I feel hesitancy. I was like, why is this card so thick? And I, oh, what the fuck? Oh my God. The devil was attached to the, that's an illusion, motherfucker. That's an illusion. I feel like this boulder of energy that you're feeling, like you can't walk straight through, is an illusion. It's something, it feels as if it's something external to you trying to convince you, like an external energy trying to convince you of this feeling of resistance. Like, why do I feel resistance to something? Because I feel like I'm at the ready, but it's okay. So they bring me to the full card. Like I don't remember who did this deck, where she's standing at the edge, but she just hasn't yet. Like she can look down. I feel simultaneously like so fucking ready and so fucking like resistance. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're feeling resistance, that's not coming from within, and that's not even. I don't even want to say that's coming from your subconscious. But you are picking up something energetically that makes you hesitate. There we go. You're hesitating on something because you fucking know exactly what to do. There's the two cups. You've got them both in your hand. And I feel like the fact that one is sticking out and the other one's a little bit closer to the heart. Like there's one, I feel like both of these are going to happen, and you know which one to take action on first. Uh, you're perceiving something energetically as a reason to hesitate, but it's not real. That's why they were showing it as like like a boulder of energy, where rather than like an actual obstruction. Um, it's almost as if it's like, I want to say, so they're showing me your Maccabic field and something like bumping up against it, like two magnets, but when the wrong polar ends and it buoys off of each other. And so you feel something. You're like, okay, there's a disturbance. Oh, okay. There's a disturbance in your energy field and you feel it. And they're bringing me to your solar plexus. That's where you feel it. Like it's in your gut. Like you feel, mm, but it's not your intuition. It's not. What is this external? I mean, let's talk about the devil really quick. What is this devil? Like you can walk through it is what I want to say, because the fact that it's kind of like so where I live, we have these little dust circle fucking circle twister thingies, and it's like it looks like the energy is just swirling, swirling, swirling. It looks like it's its own thing, but literally you could just walk right through it and disperse it. It's like the TV show Ghosts, where like somebody can walk right through one of the like it's not something that is actually an obstruction. You just sense it. It's coming up towards you, and you sense it, and so it feels like a disruption in your energetic field, your Merkabah field. Um, and so you innately hesitate, and they're like, "Don't push right through it because it's gonna go like I don't know, like when somebody's smoking and it's like a plume of smoke and you can just walk right through it. So don't hesitate, is what they're saying. Son of a biscuit. They said ready, steady, go. So we have the Four of Wands. This is just you're safe. There is a solid foundation for you to start and embark on something. This is exactly where you should be. where you're not lamenting over anything from the past. You're not even wallowing in it. You're not still reminiscing. It's not even, it's like you've dealt with it appropriately. You've put it away. It's no longer your focus. Your focus is somewhere else. In fact, you aren't just recognizing and acknowledging that there's something else for you still, that these are the appropriate paths, but it's as if you picked it up and you almost went to go, you hesitate because you feel a disturbance in the field, and you're trying to figure it out, and they're just like, go, kind of thing. That's what it feels like. And so they're like, because one thing, these four wands are completely surrounding your heart. So, and the fact that these are cups, this is something that you want, you desire, and your heart is calling you to it. Um, It may have felt for a while when you were staring at the 3 cups like it wasn't for you, but you turned around and realized it was still on offer. It's still something that aligns with you and that you feel connected to. And so I just get this sense of security, stability, but safety. It's safe. It's safe to walk through, to push through that perceived resistance in your energetic field. Seven of Pentacles. It cannot, they're giving me pop off. So it cannot, there's something that's already took root. That's why it's safe. Same with the Seven of Pentacles, but it's going to break ground and it will not bear fruit until you actually push through this. Okay. Um, I feel as if saying, like with the Hanged Man, you're in the pause longer than you need to be. In the pause longer than you need to be. Okay. Magician. So they're pushing me past all the colloquial things of like, you've got everything you need and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, yeah, 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 yeah. It's literally just about making something happen. Like it actually happening. So these are not like, these are not going to be wasted effort. You will not have wasted effort. It's as if whatever you direct your energy to will create something. It will. Uh, it will be fruitful. It will take, it will, I'm repeating what I just said. It will take root. It will blah, blah, blah. Why does that feel? It'll actualize. Ace of Pentacles is just your reality. It is something no longer existing just in theory, but it becoming reality. Something no longer just existing as a desire, as something you yearn for or want. It becomes a reality. That's what they're saying, is that it will become a reality. The Ace of Pentacles is an indicator of something that will grow to the Ten of Pentacles. Something solid. Okay. You just have to move past. You just have to move past. So they're back to the lamenting, like, or no, not lamenting. The energetic boulder, you're sensing a disturbance in the field. That's the two of swords. It's almost like as once you push past this, because it's not real. It's not real. It's an illusion. Once you push past the illusion that there's something pushing against you or something that's blocking you, or you feel like you can't do it, that's when the egg, the new beginning, happens. You just have to push through whatever this. It's coming up as like a. I think that it creates anxiety and fear because you feel it energetically. And so our mind then wants to add a story to it to make sense of what we're feeling and sensing. And it's like whatever story you're telling yourself isn't real, it isn't true. Hey, Kelsey. Um, think we're almost done with the deck. Uh, mm. See, the thing is with this, you move towards one cup, but remember I said there's this other cup, so there's something with it. There's some level of Knight of Cups with an Emperor and a Four of Cups. Is this the resistance? Is this the energetic resistance? Because you know something's coming into your energy field. So therefore, it's not really something that's blocking you. You feel something encroaching in on your merkabic field, your energetic field. You feel force in your field, and it's this. It's the secondary cup. This other one that is off in the wings. So I think you're following the first cup. I feel like these are two wishes, two desires, two things that you're being called to that you know are for you that will create happiness and joy, unlike the other three. And so it's one of those things where it's like you have to move towards one, but you know if you do that, the other one will come in. And that's where the Four of Cups comes into play. Is this waiting for something to change, but then almost being like hesitant or apathetic to uh, unsure, or because the fourth cup is the proverbial cup that comes from the sky. Are you going to take it? Is what the Four of Cups asks. It's almost like dead ass. I feel like you move towards something and you know right behind it something else shows up, and it's the other one that you're feeling it coming in, because the more you've already acknowledged the two cups, you picked the bitches up, you looked at them, okay? So now there is something coming into your field. There is something coming into your energetic field. And that's what you feel, but you don't know exactly what it is. And so it creates this sense of hesitancy on your part. You feel like you're calling it a resistance, and it's not. You can just walk right through this. It's nothing. It's nothing, is what I want to say. Um, Although it is something because it's another cup. And I feel like the Three of Cups represent like what your present reality is, and the fourth cup is the proverbial like what you want your reality to be. And that has something to do with, see, it's yeah, you take the fourth cup, okay, because we got the Five of Cups. There's two cups that are for you, three that were not, whatevs. You move towards that first one, and this fucking something else. Because see, the Knight of Cups, something is carrying that cup in. So you feel, because whatever this is has its own energy. Has its own energy. And it's an emperor carrying the cup in. Okay. It's giving a little bit of like, I have this fear of being seen with it. Okay. They just said, just do the thing. What is the thing? Let's talk about that fourth cup. Let's talk about initial. You know which way to move. You can see it. And it's funny. Fuck me. See, the devil, it's like you can move towards something. You think that these chains exist here with two people with a heart at the altar, a heart at the center, right? Um, it's fake. The devil is the illusion keeping two people apart. This could just be like soul family. You know what I'm saying? What is the fourth cup first? Bitch. We'll just put it down. Okay, I'll tell you in a second what it is. I want to know what the fourth cup is, but I can already tell you because I sat there and talked about the devil. It is the Lover's card, guys. This is some level of soul connection or soul mate to some degree, that would bring in the next cup, and you feel like that would be a disturbance to your field. You sense the disturbance that that's gonna bring. But see, they carry the cup. It's whatever it is that is different than your current reality. Okay, hold on. See, that is the key. They are the key. The star is like the guide. It is home. It is the North Star. Um, there's just something about aligning more with what's coming into your field than your past reality, is what I want to say. Um, because the star is like wish fulfillment. It is being on the right path. It is being in alignment with the correct path. But it's also like it's like a lighthouse that guides you home, right? So, okay. And on that is when the new reality begins. The Ace of Pentacles has showed up again. So there's something about a person, soul family, potentially a romantic partner that is pivotal and plays a huge role in your new reality starting and taking root. Um, Gosh, it just feels like such a stark contrast because I'm still feeling it here. It's in my solar. Uh, that was confirmation, by the way. So this is. I feel a lot. It's hard to. It's hard to. It's not hard to explain. I've just explained it, but it's like it's overpowering the reading right now. Is what I want to say. It is meant to happen. This is like part of your destined path. This is the book that usually the fucking high priestess has. So it's kind of like this is what's meant for you. What is the initial step though? Is what I want to know. That almost it's like whatever initial step the fourth cup is, because you got two cups. You're gonna act on one first, and then the other one just kind of comes in. It's secondary, it comes in. What is the initial thing that you act on or you move towards, you are hesitating on right now because you can tell the second cup that's going to come in, you already feel that fucking energy. And so it's creating a sense of resistance or hesitancy on your part because you think there's some kind of a resistance because something's encroaching in on your energetic field. And you're like, "Ooh," and it's really not what your brain is trying to tell you. It's one thing. And it's like, no, it's something else. It's safe. You can move right through this. Just do this. And it's like, okay, well, what is that first thing that you're meant to do that almost creates the path for the second cup to come through? So what is the tell me about the four of cups, please. Okay, so Three of Cups gives me the energy of it takes you out of isolation. It takes you out of it's connection. It's connecting with others. It's connecting with something outside of yourself. This feels like a very solitary energy that you might be coming out of. As in, they want me to get very specific about this. I feel spiritually you have rich connections, but in your 3D reality, your reality, like if people were to fucking look at what's going on with your life, you are alone as a dog's bone is dry. Okay. You are very isolated from community. And this is about reconnecting with community and coming out of that isolation. And I feel like that is what initiates it is a level of fun. I am stuttering so much, and I do not like the energy is greater than I can, and I think that has something to do with the resistance. Like I want to get it out, but it's like the energy is so great that it's like for me. And I think that that's what you're feeling is it's like you want to move towards something, but there's this hesitancy because it's like whoa, like the the wall of energy is just shit. We have the Queen of Swords, which is having a greater perspective and trying to be very discerning and careful and meticulous, and making the right decisions. And so you may have a bit of like that sword drawn. On the other side, we have the Seven of Wands because you don't want to make the wrong move. You don't want to move towards something in a deceived manner. And so you're trying to decipher and figure out what this energy is. You also, there's a level of protection, self-protection by staying in a hermit mode. You kind of become more vulnerable and accessible. That's the point. That's how this other one comes in because you have to make yourself more accessible. Well, oh, okay. All righty. That's what it is. We gotta. Okay, temperance. So there needs to be a balance because, like I said, I feel spiritually somebody is very rich. So you have a really rich internal world, and it's time for your external world to reflect that back. Okay, because temperance is all about it's having a foot in both worlds, being well rooted and established in both. And I feel like something has taken you out of really being a part of your reality. I feel as if you've been over on a shelf for a little while. And so it's like it's time for you to become a part of the world again. And that may be and that puts you in a place of visibility, it puts you in a place of accessibility. That might frighten you. But this is what's needed. It's being well rooted in both. Okay. 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 What can they do? What can they do? What can they do to do that? I think it feels like you have an idea of what you need to move. Like there's something, whatever this fucking cup is that you're like, I'm going to act on it. You already know what it is. It just does put you in a level of community, accessibility, connection. It roots you into your reality again instead of. So I think you already have an idea of it. We have the Eight of Swords. Um, there's a bit of self-limiting beliefs attached to whatever this is. I just don't feel like the Eight of Swords is as strong to prevent you. I think if it was just the Eight of Swords, you would work through it, feel the fear and do it anyways. But it's feeling some other energy that an unknown energy encroaching in on your energetic field, almost as if it's like penetrating it, or about to, and that has you like if it was one or the other, but it's a little bit of both, and so there's this hesitancy, right? And again, your brain will pick things. Ego tries to protect you and it'll pick things stories from your own mind that will it believes will keep you safe, but you've got spirit all around. We've got all these crows, that's spirit like trying to give you the message, trying to encourage you, trying to get you to move, trying to get through to you. Well, fucking Five of Cups again. I almost feel like saying, what good is it to have worked through this bullshit to put them up on the shelf, to no longer wallow in it, just to stay stagnant? Because you risk lamenting over the past if you stay stagnant. And it's almost like your brain might get successful at refocusing you onto these things. That's why the Five of Cups is out here. Your mind at times will try to kick up the dust, the chaos in your emotions, and when that happens, you fully go back into the Five of Cups. So you need to make a move. Eight of Wands, you need to do this quickly. You need to throw. I feel like saying it's like a baptism by fire. When people are like, you need to learn to swim and they just throw somebody out in the water, it's like that's what it feels like. You need to move swiftly towards this. Because something will move swiftly towards you. That's the other thing. Again, you already feel it, so you know it. So you just have to put yourself out there. You just have to like allow yourself. Things will move very quickly once you do. But you need to move quickly. You need to. Four of Pentacles does an even better job of showing the hesitancy in there's a sense of stubbornness with the Four of Pentacles. And given that it's your material world, you feel very hesitant to act on anything that you see for the future, which is and the Three of Wands is almost this energy of waiting. You're like, I'll just wait for something to come to me. The reason there's two cups and you have to act on one first before the other can come is because the first thing that you're supposed to do opens the door for the second thing that's meant to come for you. These two things are absolutely for you. They're two cups, they're two desires, they're two wishes, things that you long for and want and would love. They bring joy to your life, okay? And you have to make yourself visible and accessible in order for that second cup to come. And there's something about solidifying this new life that is attached to the second cup, which really feels like there's like opening yourself in regards to just society and people in your reality, which is the Three of Cups. But then there is true, genuine soul connections that are meant to come secondary, like as a result of doing that. So you have to become visible and accessible in order for your community to find you or your person to come in. And your community and your person are 100% absolutely necessary for the Ace of Pentacles, for this new reality. I want to say they impact and influence how you move, the decisions you make, the choices you make, your willingness to do certain things. Like, so they're essential, they're integral to this. So they have to come in. But you've got to make yourself accessible and visible first. So no more hiding. And just move right through whatever energy you feel encroaching in on you. There's nothing there. You can't see anything. You just feel and sense something that's holding you back. And they're like, just move right through it because it'll disperse, it'll dispel. It's not real. It's not an actual obstacle or obstruction. You just need to do this. You just need to move forward. And things will happen as a result. And I feel like they're showing me lots of little other things. So let's come back to the Eight of Wands. This is kind of like there's one main one. This motherfucker gonna land right here, but look at all these other bitches coming in and landing. There's other things that come along with this. But I feel like the most integral of them all and absolutely necessary are the soul family, the soul connection. And so these things, other things could be money, it could be opportunities, it could be, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? So there's more to it than but the other for the Ace of Pentacles, this other one is exceptionally important. Otherwise, you will be stuck in the liminal space of not quite in your old reality, but not in your new reality. So there you go. All right, that was that. Again, sorry about having been off for quite some time. For those who didn't hear at the beginning, my son was in the hospital. He is out. He is fine now, but it was a lot. We'll just say he was in for a whole week. He is better now. It was one of those things where like we get a call, he needs to be admitted to the hospital right away. Blah, blah, like there's just a lot that was going on. So that throws a wrench, and it seems to disrupt energy. And so like me coming back to do the readings, I don't know. I just felt I was spent after that week, and there was like recuperation. I probably got 4-5 hours of sleep every night, if that. And yeah, so I'm back though. And we're fingers crossed. No more shit. Okay, guys? Because I'm done. I'm ready for a good summer. Anyways, hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day. I will see you guys at the next stream. Love you too.